Well, hello again. Pastor Tom Miller here with our third installment of looking at the Ten Commandments. And this week we're on the "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain," which we commonly would just say, "Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain." And I want to share a few thoughts around this commandment for us today. Originally, I was going to go to a courthouse to record this because oftentimes when we think of this, one of the ways we think about it is when people are in court and they put their hand on the Bible in a court case and they swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help them God. And I got thinking about that this week. However, I forgot on Tuesday is when they do a lot of those court cases in municipal cities and stuff. So I decided to come to the church today and record it here instead. But back to this, "Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain." A lot of times growing up, I heard this, and even today you'll hear people talk about this as if, swearing, using the Lord's name in a way that's inappropriate. You say God, Jesus, Christ, the Lord, and you attach some other expletive to it. Honestly, that's not where this commandment's talking about. That's bad manners, and we probably shouldn't do that anyways. It's inappropriate, but it's not quite what God was intending. Now, when God gave the Ten Commandments to the Israelites, remember, this was to help them be in a healthy relationship with God and a healthy relationship with each other. So he gave them these commandments to do that. So this commandment has to do with how we are in a healthy relationship with God. And I looked at some commentaries that talked about how it had to do with worship. I don't think it has to do with worship. I think it has to do with us and how we interact with God and how we are reverent towards God, how we speak about God, towards people, towards God, God's self. So it says, do not use the name of the Lord in vain. Another way we could think about that word vain is do not use it in a way that's futile. Do not use it in a way that's irreverent or not serious. God is the one who gave us life. God is the one who goes with us. God is the one who provides for us. And God is God. And the whole point of this commandment is remember just who God is and not to trivialize God in any way or bring God down to our level. And so I came across another way we could think about this commandment that really explains this pretty clearly. This is from the Common English Bible, which reads as follows. It says, "Do not use the Lord your God's name as if it were of no significance." Well, that got me thinking, and I had to pause after I read that. How many times when I'm talking about God in a way that may be a little insignificant or even a little irreverent, understand that. I know of people that have done this. I've heard about it. I've probably done it myself. Driving through a parking lot in a really busy shopping center and saying, "God, I really could use some help here. Open up a parking space." And then a parking space opens up. You zip down there, you pull in there, right? That is actually in a way of using God's name in vain. That's a trivial way to speak about God or to talk to God. Now, God asks us to pray about things. God asks us to share things and invoke his name for things. I think we're meant to do that in serious manners. Somebody who is sick, somebody who's facing some difficulty or a spiritual attack or struggles. But to pray or thank God for a parking space to open up probably is not a serious manner in which we invoke God's name. So I want us to think about that this time. "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain." How about let's keep the Lord in a place of seriousness, in a way that we are not showing irreverence, in a way that is appropriate to just who God is. And if we do that, we stay in a healthy relationship with God. Because the second part of this commandment goes on, it says, "The Lord will not forgive anyone who uses his name in this manner." God takes this pretty seriously. And he's going to build off of that into the next commandment. We're going to look at later this week on Thursday. Remember the Sabbath day and to keep it holy, our fourth commandment. So I hope you come back and join us as we look at that fourth commandment and what that might mean for us. Be blessed this week. I'll see you again real soon. Thank you.